Good morning, Multiverse. Hey there, friends and foes. Look who it is.
Hi.
We are in one place. Johnny and Ivy and Dee Bartee will be joining us in this seat, maybe eventually. But this is Back of the Cereal Box, and we're going to have a great show this morning. It's going to be fun. It's going to be tight because Ivy Roman and I and Dee Bartee are going to be at ICCC today. But let's get on with the show right now.
It's like Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, Johnny Carson and Mickey Mouse. The first star was James Dean. Elvis Presley, yeah, he's still the king. Some things are only imitatable. You can't beat an original.
All right, guys and gals, we are back. Good morning, Multiverse. Hey there, friends and foes. I am your host, the prophet of pop culture, John Pica, and along with me, the co-hostess with the mostest, the Silver Queen. She's going to body slam you with laughter, Miss Ivy Roman.
Hi.
All the way from New York City.
Yeah, I almost missed my flight.
Ooh, that would have been bad.
Check out my Instagram stories.
So, also in the virtual rec room is the one, the only Melissa Stetcher. Good morning, hopeful. How are you?
Hi, hot babe.
Hi.
Hold on, we have to do our thing.
Now, for those of you who are tuning in, regular viewers, you might be noticing that Johnny is in a little bit of a different set. And that makes this next question even funnier because Ivy and I are at Dee Bartee's house, but we have to ask the question, where in the world is co-host Dee Bartee? Because she's still not here in our own house.
The best for last, y'all. Best for last.
She's still getting beautified. Apparently, it's like a whole production for her.
No, not for her. For women, not for her.
Oh, not for me. I showed up.
You did that in 10 minutes.
That's because I prepped the night before and I slept like this, like a mummy.
Like a mummy. That's funny. All right, we also have to welcome in this week's very special guest. And she is no stranger to the fans of the Back of the Cereal Box. She is the co-host of Cosplay Cafe and one of our co-hosts on Back of the Cereal Box, Back Issue Breakfast Club. Please welcome Phoenix sister herself, Crayle Vanest. Good morning, Crayle.
Hi.
Good morning. I also skipped my morning beautifying.
Well, you look beautiful anyway.
Yes, you are a natural beauty.
Oh,
Maybe next weekend I come on the show with no makeup. Just to...
I'm sure you're so
Every
good.
weekend. Join me. Join me on the dark side.
Let me tell you what. When I came in this morning, Ivy did not have her makeup done, and I thought she was a 12-year-old. She looks like a kid without her makeup.
I do. That's why I put it on my face so they could give me beer.
That's funny. Hey, scoot forward just a little bit. That way you're not quite so small. See?
I'm tiny. I can't. I need a booster. You guys, everybody in Dee Bartee's house is tall. I'm a midget. I am a midget.
They all are 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
Dee was that tall.
Even Johnny's tall. It's just like everybody's taller in Nashville than this short person from New York.
Yeah, I'm 6'3", so anyway. Hey, you know what I forgot to do at the very top of the show? I forgot to mention that this episode is brought to you by our brand new sponsor, Hitchhiker Toys in White House, Tennessee.
Woo!
Check them out at www.hitchhikertoys.com. And while we're talking about people sponsoring the show, we need to acknowledge our theme song performers, the Murdering Crows, and their new record, Four Bad Crows, available on Amazon, Google, Apple Music, and now available in print. You can get a CD autographed by the band. Just go to their website, murderingcrows.com. And, of course, brought to you by the Tales of the Decoverse series, available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and wherever you buy books. And, Melissa, we could not do this without our super fans, Charisse Collins, Cindy Kep, Brian Huff, Dave Manginelli, Dave Mattingly, Crystal Raven-Jones, and Eli Cash. And you can see your name in the lights as well if you go to buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. I did my official radio podcasting voice. Cereal Box Pod.
That's the first thing they tell you not to do.
I know.
Don't talk like you're on a radio.
Good morning, Seattle.
You are listening to radio station WDORK. I'm Rick Sterling, your host with the most.
I'm trying
Dork.
not to make a mess
Dork.
and also try the cereal.
All right. So, you know what, you guys, I'm a super bad host this morning. I didn't do an outline. We're going to be really tight, though, this morning because Ivy, D, and I have to be on the road at 9 sharp. But, Melissa, tell our fans why we are called Back of the Cereal Box.
We are called Back in the Cereal Box because we are of a generation. That's what we did on Saturday morning. We got up, we had our cereal boxes, we looked at the back for the puzzles, the mazes, we reached in, got the toys, and it was before phones, but I'm using my phone, so I can't be like before this kind of technology.
Oh my goodness, you guys, we have a grand entrance to welcome to the show, the one, the only, Miss Dee Bartee. And we're all gonna fit in the frame.
It's pretty
Well,
sad when you're late to your own house, right?
Well, that's why we made it. That's why we made it a bit.
It's okay. I'm sure Beyonce has done that many times.
I have
It's
to make
alright.
an entrance.
So we've got a ton of comments already, you all. Like Andrew Milden says,
Hi, Drew.
"Yo
Are you
yo."
spilling cereal on the floor?
Carl, well, you got dogs. They'll clean it up. Carl Witzman says, Ivy, Melissa, and Johnny. Yeah, Carl doesn't actually like me, but he likes Crayle a lot. So he's tuning in to watch Crayle. And Ivy made it to the Heartland. That's right.
I
And,
made it.
and she's only seen a smidgen of the Heartland.
Just a little. It's beautiful out here.
And where in the world is Dee Bartee? Waiting for Dee to wake up and call the police at the intruders.
Hey, you know what's funny about that? So John texted me this morning and he's like, hey, I'm here. And I'm like, literally just got out of the shower. I was like, you're going to have to wait because I'm naked. And all of a sudden he didn't get that message and
Nope.
he's ringing the doorbell. And I'm like,
Maybe that's why he was ringing the doorbell. He got that message. He's like, yes!
Let me in.
The other
Yeah.
way.
And David McDonald says, you wake up beautiful and I would know. Is that addressed to you?
I don't know. But
That's my husband.
Oh, that's your husband. Okay.
I mean, thanks.
I'm like, that's not mine.
That would be creepy since we're in the same town. I'd be like, oh.
Now, see, that would have been great since Melissa and Crayle are in the same town if they could have been together in the same place. But Melissa has a big event going on this morning, and so she couldn't make that happen. But it will happen soon. Soon.
Soon.
I love it that you talk to me like I'm actually going to listen. It's so cute when you're dumb.
Comics Cade says, happy Saturday morning, friends. Happy Saturday morning comics. All right, so we got to get to the first. Yeah, I know. You really do. And that's why I just kind of ignore you. But, you know, we, as Melissa said, growing up, we were eating bowls of cereal on Saturday morning and reading the back of the cereal box. And this morning, in honor of Crayle, I have 2 different Fruity Pebbles. I've got the Magic Fruity Pebbles and the regular Fruity Pebbles. We taste tested the Magic Fruity Pebbles a couple of weeks ago, and with almond milk, it was not good. It made me sick. My belly hurt all day. So I think I am going to. We lost Crayle for a minute. I think I'm going to just do regular Fruity Pebbles this morning in honor of Crayle. This is her favorite cereal.
We have
So-
a guest.
Yes, we do. What is the dog's name?
Maple.
Maple. Do you know what breed dog that is? Because it looks like a mix of pit bull and
She is a boxer whippet mix.
Oh, boxer
I said
whippet.
boxer. I was close.
and she's got the beautiful brindle coloring. Oh, she's gorgeous.
Oh, she's found some food.
Yeah, I want to take her home. All right, so
You would. She's the sweetest thing in the world. Come here.
I am going to do the Fruity Pebbles now. Ivy Roman got impatient,
Stop. Come here.
and she has already eaten some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And how is it in your coffee?
Oh my god, it's so good.
What is
I
she
gotta find this in
after?
New York. It tastes better than the original. But I don't say that often. I love it. It's so good.
All right, Fruity Pebbles may be the best cereal ever.
No, it's not.
I say that every week, don't I?
Don't say that.
I love Fruity Pebbles.
Don't lie on my cinnamon toast crunch, Johnny. It's the taste you could obviously see. Just saying.
And
Stop.
on the back of Fruity Pebbles this week,
Oh my goodness.
they've got a little recipe,
Thank
Melissa, for frosted Fruity Pebble bananas.
You want to be a TV
You frost a banana and then you roll it in Fruity Pebbles. Are you not a banana fan?
Don't like the bananas. Don't like it.
Maple said, "Hey, what you
All right,
got?"
all right. We got Crayle back.
Johnny, I'm little. I can't see the screen.
I know.
It looked like I heard a weird sound off camera. The weird sound was crying.
So, are Ivy and I the only one enjoying delicious breakfast cereal this morning?
I have a bowl,
Oh, what's in your bowl?
coffee, mostly gone coffee. Yeah, I can't eat solid food when I first wake up. It makes me nauseated. I gotta ease into it.
Same. I have to drink like 6 ounces of water before I put anything else in me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've already been up since 5 o'clock. So I've been up for 3 hours.
Right.
I'm starving by the time I get here.
I feel like you want us to give you an attaboy. I've been up since 5 o'clock. Okay, good job. Bad choices in
I
life.
do. Look, that's all I want out of life is an attaboy and a parade.
Oh, Ivy, you look
All
so
right,
tiny
well then.
over there.
I'm so little. It looks like the AT&T bars. That's
Look,
exactly what it looks
I'm
like.
Ant-Man. I'm Scott Lang. I'm shrinking,
I'm so tiny.
and now I'm Giant Man.
You should have seen it when I picked her up from the airport. I went to hug her like this. Oh, wait, I'm out of frame. Like this. She's like, oh my gosh, you really are tall.
Okay, but see, I will say, being a more fun size like Ivy, being around tall girls, we get the best hugs. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, that was the best. That between like Dee and then Johnny, like this morning, I was just like, I feel loved.
That's all I feel. But yeah, love's good.
Yeah, pretty much. That's right where her eyes are. All right, stop.
Thomas Cade says, we're in the process of creating Flintstones content. And for those of you watching, this is how this show works. You can post comments and be a part of the show. And tell us what you're eating in your bowl this morning.
I really dislike this video.
Yeah, well, you know, we're trying to get everyone. There you go. There you go. And Drew Milden says, when is everyone coming to Charlotte? Soon. Soon, we're working on it.
I want to go to Charlotte.
Carl Witzman says Crayle looked like she heard a weird sound off camera. And was it the Kraken, somebody said?
But
No, it was the crying nephew.
Oh, crying nephew. So not a Kraken, crying nephew.
Isn't that almost the same?
yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you.
I'm
That's
glad
all I
you
want out
told
of
us
life.
that, Crayle, because I'm like, I think a spirit just walked by. And I'm like, oh, no, there's the haunted stuff is in her house.
So Thomas Cade says parade happens outside. Dude, you should have said money should be raining from the sky. Say it. Money should be raining from the sky.
Yeah.
I would love to have money raining from the sky.
Now, see, if you start my mornings like that, I will get up and go outside.
All right, you all.
I will go for a run in the actual outdoors.
This is why Ivy should have waited, because I have a gift for Ivy.
But I was hungry, Johnny.
We're gonna move real quick from what's in the bowl to this week's new loot, because that's part of the Saturday morning experience, right? You open up the cereal, you sit down to eat it while you're watching the cartoons, and you immediately dig out the new loot. And we've got 2 pieces of new loot to welcome Ivy to Middle Tennessee.
I don't know how to open boxes good, so can you please open this for me? I suck.
Dee Bartee is a mom. She can open this thing.
That means nothing.
No, it means a
I
lot.
think she's highly offended, John.
Andrew Milden says, new loot. Yay, it's his favorite. While Dee Bartee is opening this, Melissa, go ahead and show what you got.
So I have
know you're
2.
excited.
What you
I'm
got,
very
bro?
excited. Because one took a hunt. It's so cute because one of my best friends, he loves me so much, he called multiple stores to see which one had it in stock. And I finally got the beast.
The beast. Tale as old as time.
I'm
We
so
need to do a
excited.
song along this week of that.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm also super excited because Isaac bought us. I made the difference, which was $14. Okay, so I'm a huge, I like gaming, and Borderlands is one of my favorite, and Tiny Tina Wonderlands came out 2 weeks ago, and I finally got it.
Oh, that is awesome.
Wait, what is that?
It's Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, so it's like Borderlands meets D&D, and this mom just geeks out.
That's for Xbox, right?
I want to see that bigger. So I don't know anything about this, but I love that cover.
I love Tiny Tina. Just picture me as a gaming character that always gets her way and violence is all right.
Wait a minute. That's not you?
Well,
she did it to me.
I'm not allowed to be violent all the time. People frown on that in
You
society.
could tag me in.
Love it.
You got a tag team partner right there. That is epic. Crayle, you got anything to show off this morning?
No, not this morning. I mean, I guess I could show you one of the first pieces of loot I ever bought my husband. It's nearby. Hold on.
That's compelling broadcasting right there, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
it's-
that glass.
right, Batman the Animated Series. I had been I'm constantly buying new drinkware. It's mostly mugs, but I also collect the the glasses like that. And he can't be mad now because he has some too. I bought them for him, but he likes them, so he can't be mad at me for bringing more in for me.
That is awesome. And Carl Witzman said,
Brilliant.
please don't forget to like this video. Thank you, Carl. All right, Ivy,
Oh,
let's show everyone what's in the box.
what is it?
What's in the box?
Oh, I finally have a crunch cup.
No.
That is awesome.
I've still got yours, Melissa. It just so happens that Ivy is here. and I don't have to pay the shipping. See, so now, Ivy, you can put your coffee in the outer cup, put your cereal in the inner cup.
Wait, can this take hot?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hot or cold. So
Oh.
you could use that right now. I'm just saying, but you got a little bit impatient. But
I was
that's okay.
hungry. I was
That's
hungry.
okay. I'm
Listen,
just saying.
don't ever not feed a Latina. If you want to live and see tomorrow, you gotta let me eat.
And she's from New
That's
York.
just a
Like,
woman
just
thing.
let her eat.
Don't you remember me yesterday? I was like, you have to feed me or I'm going to get angry.
This is me too.
There's a
Thank
lot
you
of things
so
that
much.
make you angry, Dee Bartee.
There.
Yeah,
I'm just
right
vocal
next
about
to
it.
her.
A lot of people aren't vocal about it. I'm just very vocal.
Hey, is your head still lopsided?
Mine?
I think so. It's the angle. I look lopsided. Oh, no, this side.
All right, we have another gift for Ivy.
Wait, is
For-
it Christmas?
It's
Yes.
yeah. When you're hanging around with me and Dee, it's always Christmas.
Well, Dee has been amazing. I feel like I've been hanging out with my sister. I can't wait to hang out with Melissa one day. So, just saying.
So you've got another box down there.
Oh, wait.
Now, before you get to that, you brought something with you.
I did, you guys. So I love the Proud Family, and my favorite character is Penny.
Watch that.
And Penny was in Target. She was all by herself, hanging out. So I just, swiped her off the shelf. But they didn't give her underwear. They're so rude. That's so nasty. Why you do that to my girl Penny?
Wait a minute.
They didn't give her underwear. They
Oh,
gave her-
so that's a mini skirt.
Yeah, it's a mini skirt.
See, I thought that there was like pants.
There's no pants.
Oh.
That's her skin.
Penny's
Little-
Penny's from the Bronx, guys. She hangs out with Carly B.
And doesn't wear any underpants.
Because
apparently.
Carly B don't wear underwear.
Really?
Something.
The things you learn.
I have new loot if anybody's interested.
Yes,
I
we
wanna
are.
see.
What do you got?
So mine is from Hitchhiker Toys, actually.
Oh, yes. Where is it?
Well, no, it disappeared. It disappeared.
The kids took it.
Where'd it go?
Uh-oh.
It seriously disappeared. Oh my gosh. What?
Is it in the
Oh,
living
that's
room?
it. That's it. That's it.
What? Who? Where?
Ivy, stand up right there. That big white thing on top of the. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. We're in the...
Yeah.
Up there. Yes, this
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Like, how did it disappear?
Is that the Sanderson sisters?
Yes.
Shut up.
That
And
is so cool.
It's original piece of art. Who's on the card on the back? It's Adam's art box. Who is Adam? Doesn't say. Adam Michaels. Adam Michaels. So yeah, show that again.
So my best friend, she went with me when we filmed the commercial, and she snuck and bought this for me because I had pointed out how much I loved it, and she got it for me, and it was just so sweet to see.
Well, that is a great moment before Ivy opens up her second new loot gift, because you referenced the commercial. We have that new sponsor, Hitchhiker Toys, and let's check them out right now. Come on down to Hitchhiker Toys in White House, Tennessee, where we've got toys for all ages. Action figures galore like DC and Marvel characters. We've got Star Wars toys and accessories, and of course, your favorite pro wrestling action figures. Check out our huge selection of Funko Pops, along with a selection of graded Pokemon cards, vintage board games and puzzles, Hot Wheels, Matchbox cars. We've got plush toys and a great selection of Barbie and fashion toys. And if you've got some old toys laying around, bring them to us. We buy, sell, and trade, and no collection is too big or too small. Hitchhiker Toys is located conveniently at 141 Edenway Drive, Suite A in White House, Tennessee, 37188. Turn by the subway, and we're located in the shopping center between White House Nutrition and White House produce, you can't miss us. Hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 6, Sunday, 12 to 5, and closed on Monday. Make sure to visit us at hitchhikertoys.com. So we had so much fun filming that commercial. That was a lot of fun, and I had probably 2 hours of footage to try to squeeze down into 1 minute, and a lot of footage of me and the kids. And we'll be doing a couple of different spots for Hitchhiker Toys. Here's the cool thing about Hitchhiker Toys: they do mail order, and they have an online web store. If you see something online, you can order it. You don't have to go to them in person necessarily, but why wouldn't you?
I know, it looks so nice.
It's a lot of fun, and it's a small little store, but it is packed literally from floor to ceiling.
Well, they have 3 different rooms too, so.
What?
Yeah. 3, and they're about to open a 4th room. Yeah.
Nice.
And
They got real estate, y'all.
And Melissa, I showed just a little section of their pops. They've got 3 pop sections throughout the store that's pretty epic.
I'm glad you told us we can order online because there's a couple I need. So
Yeah. And if they don't have them in stock, they can get them, and pretty quickly. So
Wait, they make magic happen?
they do, and they even sell magic tricks in the store. But that's such a. I didn't show that off, although I kind of don't want people to know that. So anyway, Hitchhiker Toys, they are a brand new sponsor, sponsoring New Loot. And we love Jamie and the whole team there. So thank you guys. Mwah! Now, Ivy.
I was trying to peek, but I couldn't.
This is going to be a great segue. You guys are going to love this.
I'm going to close my eyes.
Suspense is killing me.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
So this is Crayle.
This is a Pokeballs by Crayle Pokeball. And make sure you dig around in the bottom of the box. There is a clear acrylic stand in there so that you can actually display it, since, otherwise you just roll around.
Oh my God, this is so cool. This is going on my vanity. I kid you not.
Yay! How cute, you guys.
It's so cute.
Thank you so much.
And it's got a working compass inside.
So you're to my west at the moment.
So here, let's expand that again, just so people can see. Here, I'll hold it up to the screen.
I'm tiny.
So this is a diorama built into a Pokeball, and this is portraying Pikachu camping.
Mhm.
And on the wood stump, there is a real working compass.
that's adorable.
Yeah, Crayle made this.
Yes.
Crayle, we gotta talk.
She's got an entire line. And Crayle, can people order these online?
They can. I am most responsive through Facebook at Pokeballs by Crayle, but I also have Instagram and a website, CrayleVanest.com. Vanest. That's my last name. And I have all kinds of Pokemon. It's not just like Pikachu and Bulbasaur, but the original 151. I'm on a quest to make all original 151 and then make a giant album of them that probably only like I and one other of my friends will actually click 150 times, but that's okay.
So you literally are on a quest to catch them all.
Yes, because I want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Can Dee singing.
No
Dee.
one ever was.
To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I also make Poke mugs, and then I started making like sand buckets and have like planters with grass type Pokemon in them, and
I might need something a little bit more custom for like very soon. So I'm definitely gonna hit you up. Like,
yeah,
really,
let me know.
Well, I thought this was a great fit for you, Ivy, because
Pika!
yeah.
Pika, Pika.
Which is another great segue to our next segment, which is, after we've eaten the cereal, after we've gotten the loot out of the box, we're sitting down to watch cartoons and what's on the tube. And just for Crayle, in honor of the Pokeballs, we're going to talk about Pokemon episode 1. It's called I Pick You. And Crayle, I understand though that this is not actually the pilot. The pilot is a different episode. This is the first actual official episode. Is that right?
I guess. I don't know. See, because I watched it on like WB Kids.
Okay.
And so
Not the first
it's not like I would have seen anything outside of like just what they aired on TV. So I'm gonna have to go hunting now.
What they aired on TV was more like Nash trying to convince like himself that he could be a good trainer, and he was trying to convince himself that he can go to the school.
Right.
Now, Melissa, are you a Pokemon fan? Did you watch Pokemon at all?
Only when it was on because Ike was doing it.
Okay. Dee Bartee, are your kids Pokemon fans? I know Maddie is.
No, Nathan.
Nathan is.
Yeah.
So that's how you know.
That's how I know the song.
Yeah, sing it again. I want to hear it again.
I only know the beginning.
That's okay. That's all I need
I
to
want to
hear.
be the very best, like no one ever was. That's like all I know. That's it.
My real test to train them is my cause.
But it's funny because
I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. I could go on. We're trying to keep this to a tight hour today.
I want an episode just of Crayle and Dee singing cartoon theme songs. Last week, what did you sing? Oh, Smash Mouth. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. That's probably not even right. But
I have 2 questions.
yes.
Since we don't have a script, I'm just gonna throw them in there. Why does Crayle not have a back of the cereal box mug to put a Pokescape thing in?
We will fix that post-haste.
Right. Absolutely.
I didn't know she was doing the Poke Mugs. I only knew she did the Pokeballs. So this is new information this morning.
Pokemugs, gotta catch them all. I like this one. I put a Sriracha sticker on it, and this is a fire type Pokemon with
That's
peppers in there.
That is so creative.
That's adorable.
That
And
is so
Crayle,
creative.
Are your Pokeballs the ones at the cave place off Jefferson?
The
Gamers Cave?
Gamer's Cave, yep. Yeah, I do have a couple of consignment collections floating around.
That is so awesome. I want one of like Nash and Pikachu like staring at the sky and chilling.
I have a bunch of little. I'm sorry, my dog.
We've got a guest host at Crayle's house. What is his name or her name?
That's Oakley.
Oakley. Hi,
And-
Oakley.
I think Oakley was agreeing with me more than anything.
Right.
Yeah, Ivy. No way.
I have some Pikachu figures that are wearing ash hats. Okay. All right. I have thoughts, brand new thoughts, 20 years later, though, on the first episode of Pokemon, if you guys want to
Okay.
hear them.
Yes, so
You can hear me at all.
I'm going to go through some of the images that I pulled from this episode because I got to tell you, I did watch it. I had never watched Pokemon before because I don't watch anime or Japanese animation because the frame rate of the animation gives me a headache. It literally makes me ill. So I avoid it, but I did watch this episode, and I got to say I was surprised to learn that Pikachu did not like Ash to begin with. They had an adversarial relationship. So that was interesting. And I loved the whole idea that Ash is a 10-year-old kid. In this reality, they're going to send 10-year-old kids off by themselves to become Pokemon trainers, wandering around the woods, finding Pokemon around the world. And would you send your 10-year-old off by themselves wearing nothing but their pajamas to show up at Pokemon trainer school in their pajamas?
No.
His mom gives him a backpack full of clean underwear. She really stresses the underwear part. She's like, change your underwear every day.
Yeah, that means he doesn't change his underwear.
As a kid, I thought that was so ridiculous. And now as an adult who's been around children, I'm just like, no, they need the reminders.
Yeah.
Is this true, Dee? Do kids need to be reminded to put on clean underwear?
Not mine.
No, not yours. So, and once again, Dee is so enthralled with our show that she's reading texts on her phone. That's awesome. I love it.
Ivy texts me.
From her.
My Apple Watch.
So you guys know you're sitting in the same room, right?
Yeah, but they got the drama queen in between them. It's easier to text.
All right, Crayle, take it away. Talk to us about episode 1.
Okay, so the whole premise of the show, because the video games and the trading cards came first. And so then the whole premise of the show is most 10-year-olds get a Charmander, a Bulbasaur, or a Pikachu, these like easy starter Pokemon to join them on their journey and protect them while they're out in the wild. And Ash, our main character, wakes up late and shows up after all the other Pokemon have been given away. And that's why he gets this really grumpy, stubborn Pikachu that won't go in its Pokeball. And it ends up working out for the best, and they have this amazing story over time. But my thoughts on this that are brand new. So he shows up, and Professor Oak at the Pokemon school is like, oh, so you showed up after all. So clearly they knew how many kids were supposed to be there. And they were expecting Ash, and he's like, I want a Bulbasaur. I want a Squirtle. And Professor Oak keeps saying, no, that one went to a kid who was here on time. All right, but you were still expecting to have a set number of kids? And you had one less Pokemon than number of kids who were going to show up. Were they just supposed to rock, paper, scissor it if they had all been on time? What would have happened if they had all been on time? Just now occurring to me 20 years later. I'm like, so what was Professor Oak's plan if no one slept in?
Well, I've got this pencil.
It's like, well, son, you're gonna have to go into the world and figure it out.
Well, that's what happened, though. That's what. So I'm watching this, and I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna go into class, and they're gonna learn about how to hunt Pokemon, how to capture them, how to get. No, they just give him Pikachu and a collection of Pokeballs and say, "Here you go, boy. Figure it out."
I mean, they also give him a Pokédex. It's like the equivalent of giving your 10-year-old a dog and a smartphone and saying, have at it.
Yeah, exactly. How irresponsible is this? And these Pokemon have, Pikachu is electrocuting him right off the bat because he doesn't like him, and he's getting singed and injured. And, everyone's like, oh, isn't that funny? Pikachu doesn't like Ash. Maybe you should wear rubber gloves to keep from getting electrocuted. What? What?
I feel like I could be your Pikachu, John. I'm just saying.
Oh, gee. Melissa had to go. She had somewhere she had to do. Oh, darn.
Look at the face.
I think I just read Melissa's mind. She said I said what I said.
That's an old trick. It's cute. Mm-hmm.
Now, Melissa, did you know what, Melissa?
What?
I'm gonna say something that most women hate hearing, but it's really true. You have a beautiful smile. You should smile more.
You understand you're close to a Puerto Rican with a.
I mean, I'm like, you realize you're between two women, right?
I'm not worried, John. I believe the left and right to you have my back. Me and my front.
I prefaced it with a compliment. You have a pretty smile, Melissa. You really do.
Leave it there. Just leave
Do
it right.
your eyes deceive
No,
me.
no, I
They
think
just
they're
start waving a
I
chunk
did.
on the
I
side
did.
of the.
Do you know why it's such a thing?
No, why is it a thing?
Because how do you explain that, Ivy? You should smile more.
So that's,
Okay.
that's like the equivalent of like pervert Jimmy telling me that he gets free beer because he's security in the grocery store. Like, okay, it's information I really don't need to know because this is obvious. So obviously Melissa has a beautiful smile. But, you know, as a woman, we have to have a resting, you know, face that protects us from the egos of the world.
The
So we walk around.
eagles or evils?
No, egos. Egos.
Oh, egos.
It's just
Egos.
kind of like it's an expectation. to
They're making a
smile.
demand on you. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
I like the way you look. You need to perform for me. I'm comfortable asking you, sometimes a total stranger, to start performing for me.
Well, and it's
like-
like nothing can ever be wrong. You need to just smile because you have a pretty smile. I don't care that I have a pretty smile. Maybe I'm pissed off.
You don't want me to smile when I'm upset because that means that you're gonna die.
See, that's the thing, Johnny. For females to receive a compliment, in our minds we'll receive thanks. What do you want? Thanks, where's the catch? Thanks, great. You and me as an object to look at. Instead of, hey, you have a nice smile. And just move on.
That's why I said just leave it there.
Just move on. Because then it's actually genuine. Good morning, Ryan. See,
Morning, Ryan.
that was
But he did that on purpose. So we're just explaining to him why
he
he
did,
did.
but he doesn't listen when we explain. He puts a thing out the other day about how we need to change our language when new shows come out and how we shouldn't say we like it. But he can't change his language when it comes to addressing other humans. Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Didn't you put a thing out like people saying they hated the Batman movie?
Yeah, I was talking about Batman and Moon Knight and Star Wars. Just
Can't
when
wait to
people
watch it.
say they hate something, and when fans say that they hate a work of film or book or art, you know, really, that's okay to not like it. But then to say that it's bad or it sucks just because you don't like it, I think is inappropriate. Because everything that you hate, somebody else loves.
But that's just perspective.
I was gonna say that's opinion.
Yeah, that's looking at reviews on something before you buy it. You take that with a grain of salt.
That's
No.
like somebody
Okay.
on my Facebook said that they didn't like the movie Encanto, and they're Puerto Rican just like me, but they didn't like the movie. I'm like, you don't like that Hispanic heritage is being presented in an animation in Disney? Like, he was like, oh, it was terrible. I'm like, what are you expecting from animation? You're not 4 anymore. Sit down and enjoy, bro.
There's a right way and a wrong way, though. Like, I can tell you, like, I really honestly did not like this thing. And these are the reasons why, without being like, it sucked. Because once you start being like, no, it sucked, it was horrible, in front of people who, like, are still deciding if they want to give something a chance, you're like
I
not
get that
letting it
'cause
stand
it's
on its own
aggressive.
legs. You're kind of insulting the taste of people who did like that thing. Like,
And you're insulting the work of thousands of people who helped create that. You know, the cast, the characters, the directors, the crew, or the authors, the writers, the performers. I mean, it's okay to say, I didn't like that. I'm not the intended audience for that, but I can respect the work that went into it. I can respect the craft. And
But humanity is not mature. Johnny, humanity is not mature. Not everybody understands, Johnny.
I'm calling
They
on
don't-
people.
They don't want to hear it. They have made up their mind. They are done.
Oh my gosh, she just became a Southern Belle. Welcome to Tennessee.
I have landed, y'all.
Jennifer Friend is watching. She says, loving all this girl power. Look at all these wonderful ladies.
She's the one that bought me the
The
Sanderson.
Sanderson
Yeah.
sisters?
Oh, you did good, girl.
Yes. High five.
You did good.
George Bueller is watching. He says, good morning, folks. And while he's just joined us, he is coming on board the Cereal Box Network with his show, Fanatic Forum, on Friday nights.
Woo!
He'll be doing every week on Friday nights before Cosplay Cafe. So every other week, you can tune in, see George's show, and then stick around and watch Cosplay Cafe afterwards.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, Crayle, other thoughts about Pokemon this first episode, 20 years later?
Well, like, one of the things also that was striking me was how dramatic. So there's a scene where Pikachu is hurt, and Ash is about to defend him with his body from a bunch of really angry birds. And this scene is so dramatic. They're like, freeze frame, freeze frame, freeze frame, dramatic music. Ah! And I'm like, this is a mouse about to go fight a bunch of birds. But like the treatment that the show is giving this is like any other anime, like big bad against the superhero, like Goku's about to go Super Saiyan, except it's a mouse and some angry birds. And I love that so much. I was just sitting here like,
I mean, but like, it's the premise of like, he's 10, right? So you really can't like put anything too big in front of him. And it's like testing the relationship between Pikachu and Ash. To
there's
to
totally
really get
a
them
reason
going.
for it.
Yeah,
It
no,
just
they're absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
different after you've watched like anime geared towards older kids and adults, because it's the same like animation and music style, but the stakes and the content is so kid friendly. Like,
I'll still watch it. I'll still watch it 20.
Dramatic.
yeah, I'm about to rewatch the whole show now because I rewatched the first 3 episodes prepping for the show this week and was just like, how has it been this many years since I rewatched Pokemon? I'm like, all about Pokemon. That's the problem though. There's so much Pokemon content out there because they're going on 9 generations of like mainline games now. And then there are the games that like combine 2 little versions where they kind of like do a re-release. And then there are side games. There's like the Pokemon Dungeon and there's Pokemon Snap. And like, then there's trading cards and like so many generations of TV show now. Like there's a manga.
But you can't beat the original though. So like for me growing up watching it, like I have bits and pieces of certain episodes that meant a lot to me. But the biggest thing with Pokemon that felt amazing was when my mom took me to the first movie that ever came out. So like my mom didn't understand why she was buying these things for me. And she's like, oh, whatever, she's a working single mom. And then when we went to the movie theater, she fell in love with it.
Speaking of moms and Pokemon, when I was in like 1st or 2nd grade, I asked my mom to buy me a pack of Pokemon cards. And she said, no, that's such a waste of money. Those won't even be popular 1 year from now. Almost 25 years later, it's literally, this is my job now. I'm never going to let her live it down.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. That's
Following my
beautiful. That's a
taxes,
beautiful
mom,
story.
reporting my Pokemon figure purchases as a business expense, but it won't even be popular a year from now.
And Anna Kruper Pack says, my kid just got started watching the original show. He loves the new ones and is loving the old school ones too. And this is something that I found interesting. When I was doing research, I saw that the animation style from the first episode to the newer episodes has shown quite a bit of progress.
Mm-hmm.
Some
And,
people
the
hate
show
that too.
kind of grown up.
Some people hate it. They're just like, what? They slightly changed the shape of Ash's face. How dare they? And I'm like,
It's just you got to remember, it's different artists and the line work creating the characters or recreating a character. It's very different. So it's going to be precise to the artist and their vision. Just sit down, enjoy the story with your kid and have some cereal.
Ivy has spoken. So, Melissa, did you get to watch this episode?
No.
Okay.
Here's like, I don't go back. I've opened that chat and there's like 60 comments and I'm like, nope. Scroll past.
I feel that.
I do the same.
I feel like if there's an emergency, you guys will message me individually. And those I'll look at. But like group chat, I'm like, oh hell no. I ain't got time for that. But I did. I mean, I went to a movie last week, so that totally counts.
Did you go see Fantastic Beasts? And your thoughts? I haven't seen it yet.
Me neither. That's date night when I go back home.
Okay, so my thoughts are I would look adorable in all of those clothes. Just like Mary Jane shoes. But I know it's a Fantastic Beast, The Secrets of Dumbledore. So I went into it thinking Fantastic Beasts, and there weren't enough Fantastic Beasts for my enjoyment. And The Secrets of Dumbledore, being the HP nerd I am, it's all like, okay, Secret of Dumbledores. I felt like I needed the S because it really does encompass all the Dumbledores involved in this story.
Wait, how many Dumbledores are there?
You'll just have to go and watch.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'll buy it when it comes out on disc, so I have all three, but it's definitely not my favorite of that particular series.
Now, Crayle, are you a Harry Potter fan?
I was growing up, but I've reached the point where I've hit like an exhaustion level, which I hate when that happens to things that I love, but I can't help it. There's some things where I'm just like, this is good. I remember really enjoying it. It's like, do you ever remember the first time as a kid that you picked up toys and they just like weren't creating like a whole new world for you? There's an Ali Brosh comic about this, the Do All the Things comic. I get that sometimes, and I've reached that point with Harry Potter, which makes me sad, but I mean...
Jennifer Friend just commented and said, I can't wait to see Fantastic Beasts. Made my dad watch the first one, and he's hooked. And Carl Witzman asks if anybody plays the Pokemon Go game.
I can't.
I played it when it first came out, and I loved it, but the game kills my battery on my phone way too much. Even with all the updates and everything, but it was awesome, like just playing when it first came out.
I can't. I would literally be that idiot who walked out into traffic trying to catch Pokemon because
That's
I get
why I don't play no more.
hyper focused, like tunnel vision, and I was like, I'm not even going to install this.
Since we have to be done right at the hour, we're going to cut off commenting here with George's comment. George Bueller says, I've had a bit of Harry Potter burnout, but the 20th anniversary special is really cool and kind of reminds you of the original magic.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I think with all the specials HBO is doing with like even Fresh Prince and all that, it really makes you feel like, wow, this is something that I really loved and enjoyed.
That is phenomenal. That is great. And we could talk about this for hours on end, but we don't have hours on end this morning.
I got to suit up.
She's got to get into Captain Marvel gear. Melissa's got stuff to do. We got to get to ICC Con, and that's where we're headed right after this. We're going to be at ICCC here in Nashville, and at 10:30, you guys, we are going to be going live from the convention in the convention podcast studio. You guys, this is going to change our lives. You're going to be like, this is what we could be doing.
How cute is this?
Yeah, it is very cute. You did a great job with that. That is phenomenal. And I just want to remind everybody that we are part of the Cereal Box Network. Back at the Cereal Box is the flagship show. But check out Crayle's show, Cosplay Cafe, and she does a segment for us. She'll have a new segment this week on Back Issue Breakfast Club and brand new comic books, The New Class, coming up this Friday, the debut of Fanatic Forum on our network. That's going to be epic. Looking forward to that. And we want to thank Willow Schuyler for helping promote the show. And
thanks, Willow.
Thanks,
Before we go,
Willow.
we got to thank our partners, Comic Books for Kids.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
Oh, okay.
All right. We love Comic Books for Kids, and they are a great partner. And some big news is going to be coming up soon on that. So, hate to just do these bite-sized chunks this morning and run, but you know what? Despite not having a script, not having an outline, not having any clue what we were going to do this morning with the three of us in one room together, I feel like it went pretty well.
Well, good
Yeah.
thing I showed up at my own house.
Yeah, that was hysterical. So, Melissa, where can people find you?
All things hopefulsimplicity.com. It's Hopeful Simplicity on all the social networks. And I'm actually meeting a hopeful today that I've yet to meet. So that's where I'm going right after this. We're going to
That is
shower
fantastic.
and go celebrate a new person.
Ivy Roman has made a request of you. She wants you to do a series of reels for us on Instagram, specifically about organizing your geek culture collections.
Ooh.
I'll do all the editing.
I'm going to let her take over our Instagram. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give her access today, and I'm going to set Dee and Ivy loose at ICCC to just do their thing.
Okay.
They're going to be awesome.
You sure?
If you sign up at hopefulsimplicity.com, we are actually moving to the living room as our next focus in May. And part of that is organizing collections or colors.
Okay. Awesome.
You know I get so excited for this stuff. Like
I know.
And
We'll talk more.
And Crayle, where can people find you?
I have a website now. It's CrayleVanest.com, CrayleVanest.com. So it has my podcasting stuff, my Pokeball stuff, my cosplay stuff, and a little bit about me being a fiction editor on there. And this nonprofit thing that I do every January. So CrayleVanest.com.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And you can find Ivy at Healing with Ivy.
mm-hmm.
Dee Bartee at Dee Bartee Photo on Instagram. And
It's my website as well.
and her website as well, as she said. If you're not following these two ladies, if you're not following Melissa and Crayle, you
If you're
really,
not following
really
Johnny,
must.
Johnny.
I do
Johnny,
a
where
little-
you at? Where you at?
Back
Where
of the
you at?
cereal box.
Yeah, just follow back of the cerealbox.fun, or you can find me at johnpica.com. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out exactly on the hour. How about that? For everyone watching, continue to comment, share, like, subscribe. You can support us at buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. And that's right there. You can buy us a bowl of cereal, a box of cereal, support our programming, help make us better. And until the next time, love you, mean it. We'll catch you on the back of the cereal box.